right, here we go. Good evening, Colonel fans. Welcome to the Friday night under the lights right here at Indianola Academy. We're thrilled to have you here with us on the live stream. Whether you're in town, out of state, across the country, across the globe, you're part of Colonel Nation tonight. And I'm Jay Gary alongside my partner Guy Burke, the Rev. We're back. We've got a lot in store for you.
Yeah, that's right, Jay. Tonight's broadcast is
across the globe. You're part of Colonel Nation tonight. And I'm Jay Gary alongside my partner Guy Burke, the Rev. We're back. We've got a lot in store for you.
Yeah, that's right, Jay. Tonight's broadcast is all about Colonel football getting started here. You better believe we've got plenty of action on the field. It's about bringing you inside Indianola Academy football. Now, whether we're talking player stats, real-time commentary, anything behind the scenes here in the booth, we want you to feel like you're sitting right next to us, joining us as good friends calling the game.
That's right. And those of you new to the Colonel live stream, which we're new to it as well, we had to pick this up as a little bit of a last-minute effort to try to get the game out to you. And so here's how it works. You'll see every snap, every hit, touchdown right here on the screen. We'll be here to let you know who's making plays. At halftime, we'll open it up to live chat. You can send us questions, comments, even give us a good Colonel memory or two. You can even text us if you got our number, and we'll read some of those on the air.
That's exactly right, Jay. We love the interaction. If you've got a favorite player, give a shout out, or even just want us to tell someone that you're watching, hit us up at the chat during halftime, and we'll bring you your voice and your questions or your comments right into the broadcast.
Now, Guy, we've got a little bit of a brand new feature. It's a little new. We've done it time to time, but we're going to start doing some consistency with one of our sponsors. Brand new segment. Every game, we'll be naming the biggest hit, the hardest tackle, the one that rattles your teeth just watching it, laying the lumber.
And it's sponsored by our very good friends at Sunflower Lumber, where you are number one. The folks who know a thing or two about laying the lumber themselves. So keep your eyes peeled, Colonel fans, because sometime tonight we'll crown the laying the lumber hit of the game.
Yeah, and one of the things we're most excited about this year, giving you a closer look at our players and coaches. We'll share stats, sure, the rushing yards, passing yards, tackles, but also some stories, like the ones about the young men, what they're doing off the field, the leadership they're showing in the classroom, and the culture that Coach Nestor's bringing here at IA.
That's right, Jay. Couldn't agree more. You're going to learn things that go just beyond football, and we'll tell you about who's stepping up in practice, which coaches are shaping the program, and even a few fun facts along the way about the Colonel family.
Yeah, speaking of family, we'll take you off the field throughout the season. At halftime during the breaks, we'll spotlight some IA faculty and staff, people who are making the school more than just a football team, teachers, administrators, might even get a student to join us in the booth.
Exactly. Football is the show tonight. But Indianola Academy is about family. It's about community. And you'll get to meet that community in a whole new way through this live stream this season.
That's exactly right, Rev. Of course, we'll give you a little peek into the life up here in the booth. You'll see live reactions. You'll see us scribbling notes. You'll see Guy Burke's got his notes ready to go. You might even catch us sneaking a snack here or two. We'll have to scarf that hamburger down at halftime.
Comes at you fast.
That's right. Sometimes with or without mustard ketchup, so it just doesn't really slide down the gullet very well. But we'll try to sneak it when the camera's panned away, though.
Yeah, be careful. Don't tell them all about the snacks, Jay, all right? But seriously, we want this to feel real and connected, like you're hanging out with friends and family, enjoying the call of Colonel football.
Quick note, what you'll be hearing tonight is a true live radio broadcast. The same call that you're hearing over the airwaves on this live stream here, you'll be hearing it raw and real, just like the fans listening on the radio at homes or in their cars. Buckle up, Colonel fans. We got a full slate. Stats, stories, highlights, laying the lumber, live chat at halftime, plenty of action from your Indianola Academy Colonels. We've even got a few segments that we talked about, learning about what's happened in the off season. We've been away for a good while. It's time to get back into the action, and we are raring to go. So what I'm fixing to do now is you're getting a live look at what we do before the game here. Is I'm going to call the station. We're going to talk to Chris. Chris is going to give us the go-ahead. He's going to count us down, and we're going to go into our live broadcast on the air. So hold on. We'll give let's see. I'm going to give Chris a call back at the station and let him know we're ready to go. If I can find his number. All right. Oh, there he is. Don't remove that. All right. There we go. We appreciate y'all joining us here on the live stream, and feel free to drop any suggestions, any things you notice that we can do better or change, and we'll be glad to make those changes. We're going to be exploring all the opportunities to try to get the game out to you as best we possibly can. Hey, Chris, you there? All right. If you got us, if we say, is there a little bit of a? Oh, there we go. Well, a little bit of a. There we go. We're good now, I think. Did you hear a buzz?
I do.
Do you still hear it? Oh, maybe it's not. There we go. How about now? You hear it? Oh. You there, Chris? Hey, Chris, you there?
This is the high tech stuff.
Oh, yeah. The flip phone.
Hey, it gets the job done, all right?
All right, I'm going to call him back.
I think that may just be too close and calling up.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. So I'm going to call him back. We go on live on the air in 2 minutes. So a little bit of a rush here. You get to see the panic in our faces. Chris? Oh, there we go. Hey, Chris, you there? Uh-oh, he hung up on me. Well, this may be a little bit more difficult than we thought. So maybe you.
We did test this first.
We did. We did.
Jay tested this way early, so.
Yeah. I heard him pick up the phone. Hello? Oh, and he hung up. Well, this is all fun and games right here. He's hanging up on us.
Yeah.
So
I'm not real sure what's happening there.
I have no idea.
I didn't think we were that bad.
We may not be on the radio. You may have to get in TikTok and see this. Hey, you there? Hey. Uh-oh. We were talking to him, 10 minutes ago?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. That's all right. Good. Okay, sounds good. Thank you, man. Bye. All right, a little bit of a delay getting on the air, so.
But it's not on our end, so we're feeling pretty good, right?
Yeah, we did right. We did all the right things, made all the right moves, to quote a Tom Cruise movie title. You'll hear a lot of those as well. We just pulled things out of nowhere. I think we talked about Brian McKnight one year.
We did.
It's a good one.
We're gonna pull out all the memories from the memory bank.
Yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna find out what we did right, and we're gonna repeat steps
1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, 3. That's right, just like Brian McKnight told us to. So yeah, we're waiting to hear back. All right, now we're getting the message to call back. Let's see if we can get on the air with them. Hey, you there, Chris? Good to go. All right, good deal. 2 minutes? Oh yeah, we're ready to go. I thought you were about to say 2 seconds. Are we ready? Yeah. All right. We on the air? Okay, I got you. All right, Chris is going to count me in, and then we'll be good.
2 and 2, be right back at you.
Right back at you. Look, people.
If you're watching on the live stream, we're going to have a great crowd tonight because of all the Colonel Cuties in their pink.
Oh, yeah.
Their pink T-shirts out on the field at halftime. So
paying the bills early this year.
They are. They're starting it off right. So it's a great night. Nice, kind of breezy night.
Oh yeah.
Little fall touch in the air.
Yep. Get counted in. 9 months. It has been 9 long months since we've heard the sound of Colonel pads popping. 9 months since we've seen helmets hitting under Friday night lights. Just ask any of these football moms. 9 months is a long time to wait for something you love. And when that something you love finally arrives, you feel overwhelmed with joy and excitement. What's to come? Guy Burke, I think it's safe to say, we're both feeling Colonel pride. Finally seeing these Colonels take the field tonight here at Legion Field. Welcome, Colonel fans, to a brand new bundle of joy, the 2025 season of IA Colonel football. It's also been 9 months since you've heard the sweet, sweet sound of the Rev letting everybody know.
We out here, baby!
All right. Welcome in, Colonel fans. We are here. Legion Field, beautiful night. Flag is barely flying. That means that we have a little bit of a breeze. Unfortunately, it's going to be a little bit humid for a minute till that sun sets itself in the western sky, and we'll be under the Friday night lights again. 42 weeks. 25 million and some odd seconds. I looked it up.
Hey, how about that?
It has been 9 months.
JGPT over here.
JGPT. It has been 9 long months since we have seen some Colonel football, and we are ready to go tonight. What do you think we're going to be looking at, Guy Burke?
Well, that's the question. That's the question. We ask the coaches. We see people. We're like, well, tell us something about Canton. They don't know anything.
Yeah.
It's a new coaching staff. There's been no jamboree for Canton. There's been no film scrimmage against another team for Canton. So all this is kind of up in the air. We saw them warm up, so they're actually here. They have a team. But as far as what they're going to produce on the field, that is to be seen. And so as that mystery unravels, we will be here to call it for you.
That's right. So, what do you think? Well, without having seen any film or knowing anything, I guess we really need to focus on kind of what we can figure out on our side of the ball. What do you think are some keys to the game here?
Yeah, when we think about this series here, IA holds a 14-5. That's a 73.7% win percentage. I looked it up.
That's a nice
It's
GPT.
14-5 advantage in the overall series. Last game against Canton, IA on this field came up 10 points short in that district battle where we came in second in district last year. IA is coming off a tough loss to Winona Christian in last year's playoffs. So trying to turn things around this season. And in a new region, everything's been realigned. So IA football is in Region 2, and so our region foes are Carroll Academy St. Joe of Greenville and then Greenville Christian for this season. So these 4 things I know are true, Jay Gary.
Preach it.
It's going to be execution for both of these teams. The first game is all about that. Line play is going to be paramount. We lost some big guys on the line last year, like a Samuel Patterson and a few others. And so line play for the Colonels is going to be huge. We need to take advantage of the home field advantage.
100%.
First game, great weather, crowd coming out. Everybody's been waiting for this, to be back under the lights. And then obviously every single week in every level of football, you're going to talk about not turning the ball over, not putting the ball on the ground. And so those are 4 things I think that are going to be magnified within this game as it unwinds here in a little bit.
Well, tell me about who you're looking at. I see Fitzmanning. It is Fitzmanning, and it looks like Graham
Howard,
Cracker Howard,
and then Carson Miller going to be our captains.
Heading out to the 50-yard line to shake hands. So tell me who, as we're going over that, who's the key players you're looking for tonight?
Yeah, I think for the Colonels, we're going to look at Fitzmanning. He had a big game, a couple big runs against Canton last game we played them, and so him coming into a senior season and being ready to go is going to be huge. So we're looking for some good runs out of him tonight. And then over on the other side, with Canton, Pearson Greer, their starting quarterback, he's a sophomore, so they've got a young team too, and it'll be interesting to see how he comes out the first game of the season, and how he runs the new offense. This is different than what he's been doing the last couple of years probably. So running that new offense, we'll see how that plays out as well.
Yeah, and from what I recall our conversation as we were pre-gaming, you did tell me that you talked to the big dog, Graham Howard. What do you have to say about the ball game coming up?
Big dog going to make some big money.
Got over 100 pounds.
Well, he's looking forward to it. I mean, this is his first game, and to run out is going to be a huge thing for him. He said he's looking forward to that. Yeah. He said practicing that leading up to the game, he feels like they've made improvements over the past week, and he thinks the game is going to be one with mental focus, not necessarily the physical part of things, but the mental focus. Mm-hmm. We're going to see that. Pillows' former coach is the coach of Canton, and they could run. Graham was telling me they could run some 3-back type offense. Yeah. So they've been planning for that. Howard believes the Colonels are up physically for the task and match up a little bit better this season. We can.
Yeah. So as far as coaches' insight, we have some new coaches on the staff, and tell us a little bit about the coaching staff we have here.
Yeah, we had some turnover with our coaching staff, first time in a long time, and so some of the guys that came through the program are now on the sideline with Coach Nestor. Cole Farrell is leading up the strength and conditioning and will be out there. Jeff Rainey is back again. I think this is his 3rd year back helping out. Josh Hill's going to be heading up the defense this year. I had a chance to talk with Josh earlier today, he feels like Canton may not have the same level of talent they've had the last 2 years, but the Colonels are going to be flying blind on that defensive side because they don't know exactly what they're going to be running until they get out there. So the Colonels are betting on some similar stuff they saw at Pillow a few years back and kind of taking that route.
I tell you, after watching the Jamboree, I am pleased with the progression. And, spoke to Patrick earlier, and I think getting that extra year, ninth grade year, he's coming in as a sophomore, but a veteran. You rarely see a 10th grader coming in as a veteran.
Yeah.
Quarterback.
And he's just got command of the offense. And, he finished the year as the starting quarterback last year for the last 5 games or so, and really played well in that playoff game. So he's gonna have command of the offense. We're just gonna have to be able to protect him and allow him to have time to make some decisions throwing the football.
We spent half the season, and Ty Killebrew gave us all he had at quarterback, and did a really good job running the offense. But I think he truly was hoping that he would be in the backfield, being able to run the ball downhill, because that's what he does.
Yeah, it's one thing to have everybody on the bus, but you got to be in the right seat on the bus. And so now we're going to have some of these key guys in the right seat, and I think it's going to make a difference at their natural positions.
Yeah, I think Fitz Manning, his first time running the ball may have been last year, and looked really good at the fullback position, making the blocks and all that good stuff. And we do have the coin toss, and it looks like Canton has won the toss, and they have elected to defer. So the Colonels will get the ball first, so we'll get the offense rolling. The players are shaking hands, they're getting ready to run out of their tunnels, and the Colonels have a long line of fans ready to greet them as they're about to get ready to run on this field. And on Friday night lights finally here. 9 long months. The football season has been delivered, and we're here to celebrate the 2025 Colonel football season. Very exciting night here. Looks like we're about to do the national anthem. Is Teresa Webster down there singing? Nope, not tonight.
No.
She will.
We got a little more time, I think. I was able to talk with Coach Nestor a little bit too. He's going into his 21st season.
Oh yeah.
Do you know his record's 145 and 87?
Wow.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah.
So looking to get things turned back around this year. He felt like the kids had a good week of practice. He felt like the guys had a great attitude. Not a ton of takeaways from the Jamboree. It was just good to get out there, get some hits in, get kind of in the flow. And so hopefully that'll carry over a little bit this Friday night.
Yeah, I hope so. We talked about community. We talked about learning about IA faculty, IA staff, and IA students. And speaking of an IA student, we have an IA student joining us in the booth. She's going to be running our camera. She's off camera right now. She's a little bit shy, but she's going to be helping us with this live stream, trying to get it out there to you guys to watch with us. And I believe we're about to hear the national anthem, and the players are about to line up, and we're about to start some Friday Night Lights football. And Tommy Nestor roaming the sidelines. Here comes the Colonel flag. And carried, looks like Joseph Roberts is carrying the flag with Blaine Fleming right beside him as they're getting ready to line up on the sidelines. We're going to have the national anthem. We're going to take that 2-minute break. And on the other side of it, Colonel football. You're listening to IA Colonel football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta. You still got static? You got static, Chris? Okay, it maybe the phone phone too close to the. All right. Okay. All right, we're 2 minutes break this time, right? Okay. All right, so we're gonna swap this around. Oh, I just liked my own line. How do you
like your own live?
How do you
like your own live?
Swap it around. Flip the camera. All right. All right, pause. All right. So what I can do is I can flip it around, and you can use the little handle, or you can just move it like that. What do you think? And then give you some agility. Huh?
What if it's interference?
10 seconds. We're going to honor the country with letting the national athletes play in here. Begin shortly. And we're back. Hey, Colonel football about to kick off. The Colonels are getting ready. They're going to huddle up and talk it over. So how they're going to return this kick. I'm just going to take it back to the house, see what the defense is made of. Right, guy?
That's right, man. That's right, man. You never know, man. You got to be ready for that onside too. We've seen a lot of trick plays coming onto the field over the years. This is year 3 for us that's loading, and so over the years we've seen a time where the onside kick comes at the very beginning of the game. So you got to be prepared for that.
Oh, most definitely. I think who was it? Was it St. Joe or someone that just onside kicked it every single time? That gets scary from time to time, especially when you don't have the right personnel in the
That's
field.
right. That's right.
But yeah, it's an exciting time. I imagine we're going to see Graham Howard back there. We saw him back there last year. Hagen Sheedy was back there with him last year.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Levi Williamson along with Graham Howard.
Yep, Levi, and he yeah.
Well, maybe not. Ty's moving on forward, so yeah. Ty and Graham on opposite sides of each other, and the blue circle at the 50-yard line. Mm-hmm. Freshly painted field. Man, we are ready to go.
We are. Colonel's dressed in their blue jerseys, gray pants, blue helmets. Canton has decided to go for a whiteout outside of their helmets. Black and white looks really good. The symbol sometimes is very electric. It looked good out there, but I believe our Colonels win the uniform battle, as always. And we're getting ready to go. I see a lot of veterans out there. Last year we had a lot of young guys that stepped up and contributed. But now we're talking about a bunch of guys who have some snaps under their belts. Ready to go.
Yeah, they got some very important reps, and now we see the golden hour with the sun and the clouds, and so just a beautiful night. Can't believe this first night is here. We are excited and delighted to have Colonel football back.
That's right. Canton is going to approach and go. It looks like a bit of a short kick, and it's going to be fielded. That's going to be number 24, Kylan Pearson. He's going to try it along the left-hand side. He's not going to get much yardage over there. It may just basically got back to where he caught it at.
Yeah, just kind of that short, high kick, letting their coverage team get down the field. But Kylan secured it very nicely. Yeah. Didn't get much on it. But good starting field position here, close to the 30 for the Colonels.
Most definitely. Just excited to see what kind of first play we're going to see. I talked to Patrick. He did say that another key is that he's able to see over the line this year. Got a few inches on his growth. So yeah, and,
I imagine that would be helpful.
Yeah, he's got a long lineage of quarterbacks, and he's going to roll out and he's going to look to throw on his first snap. He throws downfield, pretty spiral, just out of the reach. That was number 0, Brian Cooperwood, trying to make a catch.
Yeah, Cooperwood had a step on number 2, Maiden Bates there, and just a little outside and over his head where he couldn't reach it. But like the aggressive nature for the Colonels coming out on the first play, looking to try to throw the ball downfield. You had to think Canton was expecting a run to start the game and really wanted to stop that. So a really good counter there by Coach Nestor and the Colonels as we get ready for the second play. As we just get kicked off here, no score here at Legion Field.
I believe only 12 people in the whole stadium were aware there was going to be a pass, and that was the coach and the 11 people on the field.
Well, there may have been 10. You never know.
You never know. One of them might not have known. A little run block. But yeah, you're going to go in the shotgun formation. Ty Killebrew to the left of your quarterback. Patrick he's going to snap the ball. He's going to hand it off to him. Be met in the backfield, but
yeah, first penalty the other night.
Laundry on the field. He's going to hand it off to him. Be met in the backfield, but
yeah, first penalty the other night.
Laundry on the field.
See what that is? False start on the Colonel's going to move them back 5 yards.
2nd and 15 will be the next play here, and it's going to be backed up to the 24-yard line. So 2nd and 15, 11:47, only 13 seconds have ticked off on this first game of the season. So, yeah, 2 big plays, 13 seconds. Let's see. Maybe this play is the one that breaks it loose. Defense, it looks like they're pretty ready for the run. They were in the backfield.
Yeah, they got a single high safety, so they've been ready for the run. But now the Colonel spread it out, going shotgun again.
Yep. 2 receivers right, 1 left, and going to be a back to either side of Davis, the quarterback. And going to be a flag early. Looks like Cooperwood might have been offside.
Yeah, he's got the adrenaline going right now and trying to make a play, and it's cost the Colonels here on the second penalty of the night.
Yeah, he was lined up a little bit over the line. It looks like false start is what they're going to call there, and it's going to move him back another 5 yards. So as we kind of talked about, penalties, giving up.
Yeah, being able to execute, your first game. Obviously, there's a lot of jitters in this first game and trying to settle guys down. And hopefully, Colonels can get some positive yardage here because they're way behind the sticks here on 2nd down. So need to get something positive going.
Yeah, 2nd and 20 from the 19-yard line. And going to be 2 receivers to the left, and Davis is going to throw it out there to Graham Howard, who slips and falls coming back to the ball. And it's going to be a tough catch, but Graham Howard, athletic guy, could have made that catch, just unfortunately feet slipped out and run it.
Yeah, Davis was under all kinds of pressure on that blitz from the Panthers, and they got right to him. And so he had to get rid of the ball earlier to the out. It was a long throw to begin with, but not being able to get your feet set makes it even harder. And so Graham was trying to come back to the ball, but just couldn't get there. It was underthrown because of the pressure. So 3rd down and forever for the Colonels here. Really need to make a play just to get field position where it needs to be.
They're going to go with looks like an offset eye in the backfield behind Davis under center, 1 receiver to each side, and going to hand off to Kilberg, just trying to get a couple yards back, I guess, to make a little bit further down the field and try to field position game here, because we're going to bring out the punt team 4th and 18 here at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, 4th and 18. So not the drive that you wanted coming out of this. It looked promising on that first pass play that was just a little off, but then went quickly downhill on this drive. So hopefully the Colonels can get it back real quick, get a 3 and out on defense. 0-0, 11 minutes left to go in this first quarter.
The Colonels line up, and Killebrew will be doing a lot of the ball handling, whether it be running back or returning kicks or even kicking the ball itself. And he's going to kick it down the field. It's going to roll down to the 47-yard line. So it did cross midfield, so it'll be 53 yards from pay dirt as the Canton Academy Panthers are going to start their drive at that 47-yard line, their own 47-yard line. Get a first good glimpse at the Colonel defense. And speaking of, Levi, a long snapper, always touches the ball when it starts the play and touches the ball when it ends the play. I don't know how he gets down there so fast, but he does. Canton Academy's going to look like come out ready to throw. Got 2 receivers to the left and running to the right of the quarterback here. Don't quite see his number yet. Going to hand the ball off up the middle, about a 3 or 4 yard gain. One thing about those gold numbers against that white is difficult to see. It is number 9. That's going to be Pearson Greer. Sophomore.
Yeah, Pearson handed it off. It looked like the Houston Williams, who got a good, strong run, and they're running up to the line, moving fast.
Yeah, that's right. Going to be 2 receivers to the left, same formation. And it looks like the same play. And Carson Miller knifes up through the middle and busts up the play. He said, "Not at my house, big guy."
Yeah, Carson Miller gets in there, holds him up to get the other Colonels in there. Guy Robinson in on that play. Also, Joseph Robertson on that play to bring him down. So this brings up 3rd down. That's what happens when you go quick. If you get stopped, it can get the ball to the other team really, really fast. So Grissom looks like he knows what's going on here, and he's looking for a play right here.
Same exact formation, just the run back on the other side. He's going to roll out to his left, and he's looking at the flat, and he finds his receiver there. Number 2 makes the catch. The 44-yard line going to be 1 yard short, and maybe let's see where they spot it. It looks like he got just to the 44-yard line, and looks like he had to get to the 43 for first down.
It looks like it might be 4th down.
Yeah, I think it's 4th down. So big play.
So it was a little, found Madden Bates out in the flat. He was able to get right there, but now they're lining back up. So this is going to be a fast tempo offense for the Panthers.
Yeah, I believe they're going to probably hand the ball off and try to see if they can get that yard. Let's see if Carson Miller can get back through. They're trying to draw him off sides. Going to switch the back over to the left-hand side. That's 14, Houston Williams, quarterback Greer. He's calling for the snap, claps his hands off to Greer, and he's trying to the right-hand side, and he's going to find a yard. He might get it. He might not. Let's see.
Yeah, Nichols McCoy was in there, so it looks like it might be kind of close here. See where they spot it.
McCoy might be stepping up early. Let's see. Oh, looks like they might have given him some yardage. Might be doing some measuring. Yep, they're going
bringing out the chains here on this first drive.
They're going
Good stand by the Colonels. This fast-paced offense, like we said, we didn't know exactly what they were going to run. But this is a spread offense similar to what they've been running the last few years. So it looks like they kept intact what they had, and with a young guy like Pearson Greer, who definitely has command of that offense.
See, we still haven't received the check from Brady Smith on that 1st and 10 technology. We still have the same old orange chains out here. Let's see. They're going to mark it, and we're getting ready to pull the chain, see where it's at, and it's going to be
half of the football.
Yeah, just barely.
Half of the length of the football. So tough break for the Colonels there. They really created a wall there to try to make it happen.
Yeah.
But the Panthers are right back in line here. Under 10 minutes to go, 0-0 here at Legion Field.
That fast-paced offense, on the offensive side, you don't want to measure. On the defensive side, you're cool with it because you get an extra 60 seconds to catch your breath as they're going to hurry up the line. They're going to shift the formation to the other side, 2 receivers right, and running back right next to Greer, and that's going to be a new running back in the ballgame, number 22, Cash Johnson. That's an incredible name, Cash. And he's hand off to him.
And Carson Miller's right on him. And Graham Howard takes him down.
Graham Howard throws 100 pounds on him and throws him down. My goodness. I tell you what, and that extra poundage that he's got, he is a dog. He told me he was going to be a dog on defense.
Well, I tell you what, no matter what the situation is, number 2 is not afraid.
He is never afraid.
So a big play for the Colonels to get them behind the sticks about 2 or 3 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 12 here as the Panthers get back to the line, 0-0.
Yep. 2 receivers to the right, the quarterback, and and it's going to be a bobble snap, but it bounces right back up to him, almost as if it was just on a basketball hardwood, and throws it out in the flats. A catch is made. They have yet to say whether it was a catch or not. I believe they're looking back for. Well, there's a flag, so it might negate all of that.
Yeah, it looked like Pearson Greer wasn't ready for the snap necessarily, so it went back, but it did bounce right back into his hands like somebody handed it to him.
Yeah.
He was able to find one of his receivers. It looks like Madden Bates again. I'm not real sure if he was inbounds or not. It's hard for us to tell this far on the other side, but lots of action here. We'll see what the call is on the penalty.
Yeah, I tell you, Madden Bates, he's known more for his father than anything. They own the Bates Motel named Norman. May have heard of him. But yeah, he was able to get out and then get in here to Canton Academy and catch some ball over here. So it looks like, let's see what they're going to call it.
It's holding, and it would come back anyway. So
you gotta love the hold on the offensive side when you're the defense.
So that's going to bring up 2nd and 22 for the Panthers. So Colonels really standing up here on defense.
Yeah, Colonels and Panthers both playing defensively pretty strong here. Colonels did allow a first down, but then pushed them right back over the line. Right now, the Panthers do have a first down, but negative yardage. So they started at 48. They're now at 45. So they're 3.
This goes back to what we said. The physical nature of it. Who's going to be able to withstand? Playing the first game and not getting cramps, and then all the execution stuff as well.
109 minutes to go here, and it looked like he wanted to pitch it, but didn't see his running back out there, and he's going to be met right there.
Yeah,
Blaine Fleming.
Ty Kelleher made him cut back, and then Blaine Fleming was there to just wrap him up and wrangle him down. And good job by Blaine Fleming.
That is definitely an overlooked what players do. Turn the play back in and let your defense make the play.
Was able to set the edge and then had the help on the inside. So good job by the Colonel defense here as the Panthers come back to the line at 0-0.
In the Colonel territory at the 49-yard line, you're going to call for the snap, and he's going to roll out to his right. It's Carson Miller is trying to get back there to him, getting blocked. He's going to be thrown down the field. Levi Williamson, you don't throw on Levi. And he's able to get knock the ball down, and we're going to play another down.
Well, I think that was Ethan Hayes out there on defense. Ethan Hayes, number 14, was there just kind of, judging that pass and judging that ball and made a great play on it and didn't cause a penalty with PI, but pass interference there. So brings up that 4th and long, and the Panthers look to punt.
I asked Fitz Manning, who was one of his impact players that he saw coming the season. He said Ethan Hayes. And we're seeing it.
Well, he had a great freshman year last year on the JV squad, so he definitely can play on that field out here. 8-17-0-0.
Yeah, they're going to roll it back, and punt is up, and actually got a good punt. And Graham Howard's going to field it at the 20. He's going to look to try to find some green grass on the right side. He's going to find it about the 34-yard line and go out of bounds. Gets up the field 14 yards. Going to give the Colonels a decent start.
Yeah, solid play taken out of bounds by number 11, Parker Brady, there for the Panthers. It was a Brady bunch right there at the field.
You know, we got the drive one under our belts. Jitters are out. You know, let's see if we can maybe get some plays together. And
good starting field position again at the 34 here. So let's see if the Colonels can just chip away.
Yep.
3-4 yards.
Yep.
You know, the coach Nestor said in the past, if you give me 4 yards, we get to 3rd and 4 and those kinds of downs and yardage, then everything's open for them. So let's see if they can make something positive happen here.
That's right. Colonel's going to come up to the line. Fitz Manning going to be directly behind that Patrick Davis under center, going to send Ethan Hayes in motion. A little bit of misdirection, and Ty Killeberg gets the ball, and he gets up the field about, it looks like he got 4 yards on the play, so it's going to set up a 2nd and 6.
Yeah,
under 8 minutes to go.
Running that core running play over to the right side there. Panther did get in the backfield. It looked like it was number 51, Red Hale, but he didn't wrap up, and so he kind of bounced off Killeberg. Killeberg was able to get a few more yards there. So a good solid run on 1st down to bring up 2nd down and 6 for the Colonels here. 0-0, 7:37 left to go in this opening quarter.
It's a good start to this drive here, and we did have a good play to start the 2nd drive. Let's hope that we continue down the field and head on into the end zone here. Get a little 6 points on the board. 2 receivers, or 1 receiver to the left, going to do again that misdirection. Ball is out and in the backfield. Looks like it's number 14 for the Panthers.
Yeah.
Houston Williams jumps on it. Turnover on fumble. 24-yard line. Panthers in business.
Yeah, number 56, Sawyer Evans, got in the backfield and hit Patrick Davis as he was trying to hand the ball off. The ball comes loose, and the Panthers are able to recover it. So the first turnover of the night, and the recovery goes to the Panthers. So the Colonels put themselves in a really tough situation here.
You know, one thing we did see from the Colonels last year is they never gave up, even through adversity. And we're facing some adversity early. 5 minutes into the ball game of the first ball game of the season, and turnover. Let's see how the defense responds. I'm sure they got some guys in there wanting to get that ball back, going to be hungry to get that ball back. Greer's going to roll out and hit the man in the flats. It's looked like a little hitch route run by the inside receiver. Going to get down to about the 13-yard line, so good gain. Sets up another 1st down.
Yeah, just to kind of didn't really roll too much.
Sets up another 1st down.
Yeah, just to kind of didn't really roll too much. Just kind of a quick roll, and then found Gunnar Bunch out there, number 24, sitting down in the hole there on the Colonel defense, and he was able to gain some yards, and then back to the line, ready to go. 0-0 still in the 1st quarter.
And there were 2 receivers to the right, 1 running back to the left of Greer, and that's going to be Houston Williams, the man who did recover that fumble. And he's clapping, looking for the ball, going to hand off to him, trying to find a little bit of running room up the middle. Gets in line, and he's able to get down to the 9, going to be about a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, Guy Robinson and Joseph Roberts were in on that tackle to bring him down, but he still was able to gain about 3 yards there. So it brings up 2nd and 7 as they've entered into this red zone here, looking to take advantage of the Colonel turnover and score the first points of the night.
Right quick to the line, 1 receiver to each side. He's going to look a little out route to the back out there. He's going to be met by Graham Howard and drug to the ground short of 1st down, or he may have gotten it. Let's see where they mark him.
Yeah, just a quick throw to the outside there. Pierre Grissom found Parker Brady. Graham Howard was able to take him down, but it gives him a 1st down here and 1st and goal for the Panthers.
1st and goal inside the 5-yard line down to looks like the 2-yard line. And I'm imagining Houston Williams is going to get this ball in. He is, and he's going to go along the right side. They are able to create a hole for him, and the Panthers get in for 6. So the first points of the season at Legion Field go to the visiting Panthers with 6:05 left to go up 6-0 on the Colonels. Weren't able to overcome that turnover, and the Colonels, the Panthers were able to capitalize, put 6 on the board.
Yeah, the Colonels have been getting pressure in the backfield, but Grierson is able to get it out real fast and find his receivers, and then Bennett. Houston Williams is a load up the middle, and so they were able to punch it in right there next to the goal line. So looks like they're going to go for the point after, not go for a 2-point conversion here. Let's see if the Colonels can get in there and maybe get a block.
It looks like another bit of a ground ball back there, but the Holder able to get it down and kick us up, and it's good. 7-0, 6:05. Colonel's going to try to get the points back on the board. We're going to take a minute break. We'll be right back. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Where does the ball start?
They kick from the 40.
So there. So there. This is too tall.
They'll kick from this. Oh, no. Yeah, the 40.
The other 40.
I may have to take our what's it called off. Doesn't have to watch the game and listen to this because I'm running out of battery already. That's why when you got an old phone.
It is on.
Well, these are fine. It's my battery for my phone is dead too fast because it's an old phone.
Show me the charger for the back.
It would be great.
But you know. You got a regular old truck? How long do I have until I kick it?
And we're back here at Legion Field. The sun has gone down over the trees and it's started to bat its eyes a little bit and taking a nap and getting ready for tomorrow, leaving the moonlight to supervise this IA Colonel football game here at Legion Field.
I
think
am
Galberg gets sticking
somewhat reading the chat.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's
Yeah.
really good. It's a little fall in the air. Fall and football go together like Kool-Aid and sugar. Ham and burger, they all go together like that.
Free Kool-Aid. It's delicious, but it's so much better with sugar. But anyway, maybe Trump can get the sugar back in the Kool-Aid like he did the Coke. 40-yard line. Where are they going to
Somebody drinking the Kool-Aid.
Somebody drinking the Kool-Aid. Yeah, the Colonels got. It's going to be Ty Killebrew and Graham Howard back there again.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Colonels unfortunately gave up that turnover and wasn't able to get a stop. But on defense, they've gotten in the backfield with their line. You see the Panthers having trouble with the snap song. So we'll see if that plays into the Colonels' hands later on in this game. There's a couple things happening here where if the Colonels just make some quick adjustments, calm the nerves down for this first game, I think they'll settle in and be okay.
That's right, and Canton has lined up, getting ready to kick this ball off. Checking the left side of the line, checking the right side of the line, and Gallman is going to kick it way up into the air. It's going to bounce at the 34. It's a live ball, but Graham Howard does let it go out of bounds wisely. I was a little bit scared, but Graham knew what he was doing. I should trust him. And it's going to go out of bounds, so it's going to give the Colonel a really good start.
Yeah, smart play by the senior letting that roll. I know it looks dangerous, but when it goes out of bounds like that and you get that extra yardage to start with, it makes a huge difference.
Absolutely. Let's see if we can get across midfield. We can get these balls rolling on offense, get those 7 points back. I'm anxious to see if our defense can step back up, get that momentum swayed back to the Colonel side, and get some excitement rolling, and maybe take this ball to open up with a victory over Canton.
Would be fun here. 6 minutes left to go in this first quarter. Colonels come to the line down 7 here tonight.
Halfway done with the first quarter, and here we are. We're getting ready for the Colonels to come to the line. It's going to be Graham Howard split up wide.
Looks like we've got a receiver out to the left, going to hand off to the first back through. I believe it might have been Fitzmanning, and just didn't get anywhere. The line was ready for that.
Yeah, Brody Hillhouse.
Hand off to the first back through. I believe it might have been Fitzmanning, and just didn't get anywhere. The line was ready for that.
Yeah, Brody Hillhouse. Manning up, so brings down 2nd down and long for the Colonels.
That's right. So halfway through the first quarter, we've got a little bit of trivia for you. We're talking about learning about our new folks. Teresa Webster, the new principal, used to work with her, grand gal. Love her to death, and I'm going to tell you 2 truths and a lie about her, and see if you can pick out the lie after this play here. And they're going to go trips right, and they're going to send Levi Williamson all the way out to the split side, and high snap going to looks like swing it out to Ty Killebrew. He's going to try to find some running room, unable to do so. He does drop the ball, but his knee was down well before. and they're calling call.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they were set appropriately, and it's going to push them back another 5 yards there.
Yeah, so going to be 2nd and 17, looks like, at the 28-yard line. So Teresa Webster, your new principal here, 2 truths and a lie, Guybird. All right, so I've got, has she been a president of a college? Has she logged over, get this, 1,000 hours of skydiving? It's unbelievable. I mean, when I talked to her about it, it was crazy. Or was she a sharpshooter? Was she a sharpshooter? Was she a rifleman?
Dun, dun, dun.
So those are the 3. Would she log 1,000 hours skydiving? Was she a rifleman? And was she a president of college? 3 really significant things. Let's see which one of those is a lie at the end of the first quarter. 5 minutes to go in this quarter here, 2nd and long, as Patrick Davis going to roll out to his right. Looked like thought he was just trying to get rid of it, but slings it sidearm. Looked like he might have made the catch, but they're going to say no catch.
Yeah, they're going to say that it touched the ground. It was really, really close, though. Ty Killebrew made a heck of a play trying to get back to that ball. The offensive line broke down, and Davis had to run out to the right and just try to make something happen. He thought about running it, then he saw Killebrew try to get it out there. Incomplete pass.
You know, I hate to say it, but really, when I see things happen on the field, I do trust a lot of the guys that are saying what happened. And the ones in blue, I always believe. The ones in black and white, I get scared. I'm like, man, I wish that had gone our way. But they, you know what? The rest are gracious to be out there. We're thankful that they're, doing the job out there, because I sure would not like to be doing it. Going to send Fitz Manning in motion out of the backfield. Going to go to the left side, create trips, and going to swing it back to Ty Killebrew right in the middle. Going to make the catch, get up to about the original line of scrimmage. Going to set up a 4th and 11. So the Colonel's unable to get across 50.
Quick little misdirection screen pass there, but Houston Williams got off his block and was able to make the tackle there. So not much gain there. It's 4th and 11, so the Colonels will punt. 4:32 left to go here in the first. The Colonels down 7-0 here at home.
Yeah, defense being tested a little early, and really the only time they have been was after the turnover. So hopefully the defense, although most of them are on offense as well, have got a little bit of a breather and getting ready to maybe get some action and get this ball back. As the punt is going to be from Patrick Davis, it's going to be a spiral punt. He can kick a spiral and throw a spiral, and it's going to be fielded at the full.
Oh, the ball's loose.
Out. And it looks like they jumped back on it. Oh, man, them Panthers are fast. Got back on that ball. Started about the same yard line they started at last drive, 47.
Yeah, good coverage by the Colonels to get down there. Panther receiver made that first move and then was hit immediately, and the ball did come out for a second, but a teammate on White jumped back on it. So the Panthers have really good field position once again, starting at their own 47-yard line here.
Yeah, so just on their side of the midfield strike. And the Colonel defense is going to get ready to try to get back there and try to get this takeaway, or at least this stop on defense, get the ball back for their offense. It's going to be 2 receivers to the right, 1 back to the left of Greer's. He's going to take the ball, tuck it, and run around the right-hand side. And he gets a few yards. Looks like the receiver decided he was going to take a little bit of frustration out on William Baird out there.
Okay.
I don't know how they didn't see that. But
Maybe
it's just some good blocking. 7-yard gain.
Yeah, Pearson Uriah got around the corner on the right side, was able to make a significant gain down there. Fitz Manning was able to bring him down. The senior linebacker out there was able to bring him down. So 2nd down is short for the Panthers here. 3:52 left to go. Colonel's down 7 here in this first quarter.
Yeah, Fitz Manning kind of had to learn that linebacker position again, with Matthew Geary being out for a couple of weeks with an off-the-field injury. Had some surgeries, hopefully be back week 3 or 4. Hand the ball off, and he's going to be met in the middle. Ty Killebrew and Carson Miller slicing into the backfield.
Carson Miller, Guy Robinson in on that too, and just a great play on 2nd down for the Colonel. Houston Williams almost lost that handoff. It was something about that exchange there. So the Colonels are right there, man. They got the fumble on the punt. Now this mishandling here, it feels like something's brewing, and the Colonels are going to have to take advantage of it when they get their opportunity.
I tell you what, Guy Robinson, over this offseason, he is now Man Robinson.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
Bulk on him.
He really has.
Man Robinson got in the backfield. He's going to be 3rd and about.
And there's the bad snap. There's the bad snap.
And Carson Miller is back there chasing the quarterback down, unable to get him down on the ground, going to make a few moves, get a few yards back.
And Guy Robinson with the tackle.
Yeah. Guy Robinson playing like a man, going to be fourth and
Brings up fourth down. I think they'll be going for it. I think they're on Colonel's side of the football. Colonel's brings up fourth down. I think they'll be going for it. I think they're on Colonel's side of the football. Colonel's haven't stringed together anything on offense. I think they're going to try to press the gas pedal here and go for it on fourth down.
I think you're right, and looks like they are. They're just looking to the sidelines. They look like they're trying to get in punt formation.
Now they could cut a line, try to draw them off sides. So Colonels have to be disciplined, but they have to be ready also.
Greer is limping. Quarterback, a little bit of a limp, not anything major, I guess not. He's going to look to get snapped. He's going to take a little spin move out to the pitch, and he's going to try to get around the right side. Depends on where they mark him out.
Yeah, Blaine Fleming came over there and really took him out. Not sure if he got the first down before or where they're going to mark this at. It's on the far side of the field, so it's hard for us to see all the details from here.
I did not understand that turn. He turned to his left to throw it back to his right. Went and did a pirouette and did. He got to his man, and the man got the first down. So whatever works, works.
Yeah, big fourth down conversion for the Panthers as they move into Colonel territory here. 2:26 left to go in the first, 7-0 Panthers.
The Panthers are driving another big conversion on fourth down. I believe that's the second of the quarter. Moving the ball. Let's see if the Colonels can stand strong here. It looks like they're trying to bring a little bit of pressure. Hand the ball off, and nobody is going to get through that line.
Yeah.
Makes the tackle right there. That's 51.
Guy Robinson and Cooperwood were in on that together.
Tell you what, that's what Guy Robinson was able to wrangle him up enough to have Cooperwood come and knock him down.
Yeah, about 2-yard gain there for the Panthers. So the Colonels really trying to stand tall here as the Panthers continue to march into Colonel territory up 7-0.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen, the plays here, but it's not been a big play. I hope I'm not calling it here. 2nd and 8, and it's going to be Greer is going to be throwing it. And it looks like he's trying to hit the slant route, and it just recovered by 2 receivers. But again, Ethan Hayes on the coverage.
Yeah, he was looking for Parker Brady on that slant, but it was really too tall for him and a little bit. Yeah, he was looking for Parker Brady on that slant, but it was really too tall for him and a little bit behind him. Ethan Hayes on good coverage there. Once again, not getting a flag on pass interference. When you got freshmen or sophomores in there, that's what you worry about in the secondary, that pass interference. And so a good job by the Colonels this time.
And they're going to hurry up to the line. They're going to have one receiver to the right and one to the left, and a man in the backfield next to Greer in the shotgun.
Little confusion, so timeout for the Panthers.
Yeah, timeout for the Panthers. 2:20 left. We're going to take one more timeout in this quarter. We'll be right back with Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Man, this is the longest first quarter.
I've only got 2 breaks in.
I guess all the penalties.
Yep.
Landon said Matthew's faking his injury.
Matthew's faking.
Yeah.
He's costing us a lot of money, do they? And they have cut on him twice. He's got a really cool scar, I must say. It's like jagged. But the bad part about it is like he has to have surgery at the end of the season because they repaired it, but not well enough. He can play on it, but anyway, just
I don't see stats.
So how many games does he have to be out?
Well, they said 3, so the 4th game he'd be back, but I'm hoping he can be back for Oak Hill. And it's a little bit selfish because I'd like for my family who lives in Spartanburg to come watch him play.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I want it for his health first. Back here at Legion Field, 3rd and 8 at the 41-yard line, 2:20. Panthers clinging to a 7-0 lead, trying to convert this 3rd down.
Big play for the Colonels here to really make a play on defense.
Yeah, they've thrown the ball well. They've had a few good routes, but the Colonels have just been there on defense
They've been hanging tough. Let's see what they can come up with on this long 3rd down.
2 receivers to the left, and looks like a running back to the left. It's a run all the way. Quarterback going to go along the left side, try to pick his way around there. And Graham Howard, that's who that was? Yeah, ran him down.
Yeah, ran him down from the backside all the way around. Questionable blocking, quote unquote blocking from some of these Panthers, but we'll see how that plays out. Brings up 4th down and about 1, so they'll be looking to continue this drive once again with under 2 minutes to go in the first. Colonel's down 7-0.
Another big 4th down attempt here, conversion. I don't think they have failed a 4th down yet. 2 receivers to the right, 1 running back to the right of Greer in the shotgun. He's going to roll to his right. Looks like a run all the way again, and he's going to be met by the Colonels and slips through.
little bit of a hole for the first down.
Yeah, Nichols McCory was there, but he was able to slide kind of past his tackle and get enough for the first down to move those chains.
You know, they've converted 3 4th downs by a total of 1 yard, I think. It's been millimeters that they've gotten across that line and able to convert it. But the key word is they're converting. A minute and a half, and there'll be a fresh set of downs for them at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, you know, the Panthers are really dictating the tempo here, and so we'll see how this plays out. You wonder if I might not use a timeout on defense just to give a breather.
That's right. 2 receivers to the left, and they have an empty set to the right, and they've run that way a few times. He's just going to step back in the pocket, look for a receiver. He's going to sit down right in between the linebackers, and it looks like it's number 70 coming up to make the tackle there for the Colonel, Nicholas McCory. He can hold
Yeah, that was Gunnar Bunch again. It was the same play they ran on the right side in the earlier series. He comes off grabbing his shoulder, though. Ty Kellebrew wasn't able to get him down, and then the safety came up and was able to lay some lumber to him, and so that might be our first candidate, right?
One thing we have noticed, though, is Canton has a little bit more of a depth issue than we do. They've got just about 10 folks on the sideline. Handoff up the middle, and it's going to be, that was a big play by Graham Howard, saving a touchdown.
Saving a touchdown, exactly. That shoestring tackle. He might have got carried a couple yards. Number 22 there, Cash Johnson, was looking to cash in, and the Colonels were able to stop him as the Panthers come back to the line.
That was beautiful. Man, it'll be a good season of those, right? And going to run a defensive lineman in last minute to try, and he's going to, unfortunately, it looks like he's, I don't know, it could have gone either way. And let's see if he was baited or if it's going to be on the offense or defense as the White Hats looking to try to make the call, get his information from both line judge there, and he's going to make the call here as a offsides on defense.
Another penalty on the Colonels there. That's their 5th here in the first quarter.
19 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Canton's looking to try to add some padding to their lead, up 7-0 there at the 5-yard line. Clock is going to run here. Looks like the Panthers might get one more playoff if they aren't able to get off this incomplete pass.
First and go from the 5. Not sure if they're going to hike it or not.
Don't know if they're going to get it off here. They're going to 2 receivers to the left. They are going to get it off. They're going to hand off. And there's another one of those questionable blocks. He's going to reach out to try to get the goal line. He's going to be stopped short. And that's going to be the end of your first quarter. 7-0. The Colonels are able to stay strong, keep them out of the end zone. And first quarter in the books, 7-0 Panthers. They are driving. Let's see if the Colonels defense can stand strong. And let's see if you guess right about your principal, Teresa Webster. After the break, you're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta. 1,000 hours skydiving. Sharpshooter.
President.
And the president of the college.
Well, she was interim president.
Well, that'd be true. Pretty true. Oh, no. Well, it's still a truth anyway. It could be 2 lines. Her name is on the medallion. So,
Okay.
we're going to go. We'll rock with her. This is tough right here.
Yeah, they're just running the tempo, man.
But again, it depends on condition. These guys, if they keep riding and they get tired, we got to get some movement. We got to keep the offense.
Well, the ball just bounced their way, like on that punt fumble and some of these bad snaps.
Yep. And we're back here at Legion Field, and everybody has locked in their answers. Everybody has locked in their answers. Your principal. Does she have 1,000 hours skydiving? Was she the president of a college, or was she a sharpshooter? Guy Burke, what's your final answer?
What are we picking out? The truth?
The lie?
What's the lie? The 1,000 hours of the skydiving.
1,000 hours skydiving. You're exactly right.
Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner.
She was the president of Mississippi Delta Community College, interim president, but president nonetheless. She was a sharpshooter, believe it or not. But here's the kicker of that. She has poor eyesight in one of her eyes, which could lead to another debate that my daughter and I had for an hour last night. But yes, she was a sharpshooter. Incredible. Here we go, and the snap is going to be handed it off up the middle, and they're going to knock it in. So no time is off the clock, maybe a couple seconds. 11:58, 57 57, 56, 55. 5 seconds rolled off the clock, and the Panthers were able to attack 6 more on the board with 5
Yeah,
seconds.
just a quick handoff there, and Panthers were able to get it over on that left side and get across the goal line very quickly here in the second quarter, going for the second PAT here, up 13-0, as we just get kicked off in the second quarter.
Yeah, so Colonel were unable to make that stop, but the thing is they're still flying around the ball, and it looks like one of their players is injured. It might be cramps. He's just off the field and shaking his leg. So yeah, we definitely don't want to see any injuries. We'll say that. It's going to be snapped back, and it's going to be another one of those ground balls, and the kick is up, and it's good. So 14-0, 11:55 left on the other side of this break. We just take one more. You're listening to IAC on Football 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta. That'll be my third first word.
It's like these snaps, they're
That's
used
going to
to
come
it.
into play.
Well, it's like they're used to it.
But it's got
They're
that's
used
going to
to
come
it.
into play.
Well, it's like they're used to it.
But it's got to come into play.
I would think so at some point.
So coming back from the break, I'll allude to that.
We're making some plays with our defensive line, but our offensive line is just nothing.
I'm going to allude to the snaps and let you kind of elaborate on that as a little bit of icebreaker. And I've got three breaks for the first quarter. I need 3 for the second.
Where's the ball?
It's going to be from the 40 over here.
Okay.
Here, unplug that. We'll just have
Off for a moment. You may not be able to hear our voices, but please continue to watch the stream. Appreciate you being here.
Can you hear the voices, Lofton?
And we're back here, 11:55, 14-0 is your score here. Canton Academy able to kick it through, even though they had the ground ball. You got to think it's going to come into play later.
Yeah, this has happened multiple times, and so you have to believe at some point a Colonel is going to get in that backfield with that ball on the ground and hit the quarterback, make a recovery, do something with that. There's just been too many of them for the Panthers to continue to get those ground balls and then continue to have possession.
Woo, that's a high kick. It's going to be, Graham Howard says he's going to try to take it down the field, and he's going to find his way, pick his way across the 43, got to the 44-yard line. That's where the Colonel's going to start. Good field position near midfield. You got to think Graham, man, you got to got to the 44-yard line. That's where the Colonel's going to start. Good field position near midfield. You got to think Graham, man, you got to fair case. Breathing wrong again.
Secured
14 yards.
Secured the catch, was patient, and kind of weaved his way in and out. Was taken down by number 5, Brody Hillhouse for the Panthers. So really good field position once again for the Colonels, but you got to do something with it. You can't go back. You got to go forward.
That's exactly right. And let's see what they can do. Line, send one receiver out to the left, and Levi Williamson and Graham Howard out to the right. Split back, one receiver out to the left, and Levi Williamson and Graham Howard out to the right. Split backs, shotgun formation for out. Williamson goes out of bounds at the 50-yard line. It's like number 2 made a little bit of contact. Levi wanted a little flag, didn't he?
Well, it looks like Madden Bates trying to intimidate a little bit there. But I'll tell you what, Levi Williamson's never been intimidated, and he's not going to be intimidated tonight by number 2.
That's exactly right. And Norman Bates, he ain't normal. And Levi scared.
It looked like that was a timing route,
Yeah.
and just a little off with that timing here in this first game.
Exactly right. 2 receivers to the right, 1 left, and offset I formation behind Davis under center. Going to send Graham Howard in motion from right to left. He looks like he's going to be the lead block and trying to get Ty Killebrew some running. It's like 53 kind of landed.
53 was landed. A great run by Ty Killebrew. Big block by the Bambino.
Yeah.
Big,
gotta love that.
Big number 50, Luke Rainey, having a good block to lead that way. And so right there at a first down, the best run of the night, best offensive play of the night for the Colonels. They're down 14-0. They got to stand up and make something happen as we are 11-13 left in this second. 14-0. They got to stand up and make something happen as we are 11-13 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, Lane Rainey in this offseason, he did learn that we do not send the guards in motion.
11-13 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, Lane Rainey in this offseason, he did learn that we do not send the guards in motion. And he was able to make that pull block and get the field. Ty Killebrew some running room, and that's what we got to get. Ty high caliber legs running. And there goes Patrick Davis up the middle, a little bit of a little silent count.
Yeah, quick snap, quarterback sneak across there, and number 55 for the Panthers, Colt Woods, was able to wrap him up really quickly, but not until he got the first down. So he got low, got across the line, and made that first down. So, and that's a good thing. Good execution there by the Colonels.
Our first Legion line. And as I was watching Pat Davis come back into the huddle, he was lighting a fire in his offense. Let's see if that carries over in this play right here. Send Ty Kilburn in motion, going to hand off to him. He slips out of a tackle, makes his way around the right side, slides down about the 41-yard line, gets a few yards up the field, but tripped up and a 2-yard gain, or 3-yard gain actually. It's up to 2nd and 7.
Yeah.
Left to go.
Red Hell wasn't able to bring him down in the backfield, so on the right side, get about 3 or 4 yards there. It looked like Cash Johnson was the one that finally brought him down. So the Cardinals get a little momentum here. Positive yardage, moving into Panther territory. Let's see if they can continue to execute at this level.
Yeah, I tell you, while I'm excited that the farmers are getting their harvest out of the field, I hate that part of it went into my body, so my body is really coughing that I may be doing. Yes, there's Bambino going in motion, which spoke too soon. Bambino heads in motion. Unfortunately, he was trying to get in front of the snap count, and he's going to push us back a little bit, sets us behind the chains. Second is about 13 or 12 is under 10 minutes to go here. Man, kills a little bit of momentum, but let's get it back right here. Light that fire again, Patrick. Let's go. Here we go. We're going to go 2 receivers to the left, Graham Howard and Levi. Is going to be empty set to the right. I formation behind Davis under center. And it looks like he's running the option play. Beautiful pull. Patrick Davis decides to take
the
a
stutter
round.
step.
And he does a stutter step. He hops over a man and a 30-yard line for a first down. Patrick Davis, I tell you what, looks like Saquon Barkley jumping backwards over somebody.
What an incredible run. He held it as long as he could, then he brings it back, and then he gets to the outside, breaks the tackle, just leaps over someone, and basically said, I'm gonna carry us down this field right now. He fired up in the huddle, fired up on the field. What a heck of a run by number 15, Patrick Davis, making a play. Colonels down 14-0, but marching 9:37 left to go in this first half.
That's right. Let's see. Patrick Davis said, I can do it. Let's get you guys involved too. Here we go. Offset eye. Gives him some daylight. He's going to get about 8 yards, but there is a yellow flag.
Yellow flag, going to bring it back. It's in the area of holding, it looks like. Number 50, Lane Rainey's going to get caught on that one.
Yeah, and that's, you know what? I think that getting him some reps in there, getting him, I think he's right there. I didn't see what went wrong. I haven't seen anything different from one on the other side of the ball. I'll just say that.
This is correct.
This is correct. So we're looking at a little bit of a lengthy down here. It's going to be a second.
Well, I will say this: it looks like running to the left side is something that the IA coaches have identified, and they're really pressing that button here. You got number 53 for the Panthers there, William Field, and he's kind of huffing and puffing on that left side. So maybe keep running his way for a little bit.
The defenders were sitting on their heels and resting, so the Panthers coaching staff noticed that, decided to take a timeout. We're going to take it with them. You're listening to IA Pro Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Smooth.
Super Talk for the Delta.
Smooth.
Man, that was a great run by Patrick.
Yeah,
It
I
was
text.
pretty, wasn't it?
Yeah, I texted. She said we can hear everything y'all say.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
We're done. Yeah.
Camera freezing up every few seconds.
Yeah, and that's what happens. And with that stream, it's a glitch or whatever, and it'll restart over like 4 or 5 seconds and you go back. I think it's the TikTok live platform. I think it's the TikTok live platform. Because I don't think you have that with the other. Overall, it looks like the quality's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I can read numbers.
Is the glare going to? The lights are off in here, so the glare will go away.
Yeah.
It's 720p. I think it did say 720p. And we're back 9:31 left in the second quarter. Colonel's trying to cut into that 14-0 lead, and Patrick Davis tried to set up a middle screen, and it looks like number 51 or 61 was able to bat it up into the air, haul it in, and carry it down the field for 6. and puts the Panthers up 20-0 on just an athletic play by the defensive line.
Yeah, it's Red Hale, number 51 for the Panthers, just making an athletic play, kind of reading that play, recognizing it from the jump. And just an unfortunate turn of events. The Colonels had finally gotten some momentum, recommitted to running the football, and then throw that screen pass, wasn't able to get it over the top of him, and he makes a heck of a play and takes it back for 6.
You know, if he got to a little bit higher over, but you just expected to get over just an athletic play, timing was just right. Kilbury was there to make the catch, but unfortunately just couldn't get over that defensive lineman's head. And I don't think that's an indicator. Nope, they're already. So 20-0, 9:15 left to go.
Yeah, you're looking at 2 turnovers, 1 for a touchdown now, and 6 penalties here in the first half for the Colonels. Not a recipe for a successful evening.
That snap was in the air, and it was a beautiful kick right through the uprights. So 21-0, 9:15. We've just taken a break, so we're going to keep it here. Kind of talk about what we're thinking needs to happen here. You know, Patrick going into the huddle, lighting fire under his folks. Now the tables are turned. I think they need to light fire under Patrick and kind of everybody come together and everybody just move in the right direction. And Patrick, that energy, if it transpires to everybody, I think we should get this score right here. It's going to be very imperative.
Yeah.
Back where it was.
Well, I know it's easy to say, but you know that's one of those. There was 2, 3 white jerseys he's looking at.
Yeah.
He's not going to be able to complete that.
Correct.
And just try to force it maybe a little bit instead of maybe tucking it and running, and get what he could, or even throwing it away. You know, young quarterbacks, especially at the high school level, don't always register. They're always trying to make a play, right? And sometimes you just throw it away. Just get it out of there, throw it away, and that way you don't give up a big play. But lesson learned. You know, it's 21-0, but you know, Jay Gary, I really, it doesn't seem like the Colonels are that far away. They're just, you know, self-sabotage. Seems like a closer game than what the score.
I mean, there were 1 or 2 stops on the 4th down, you know, from stopping this score down the field.
You know, 2 turnovers in the first half.
I think that long snap, getting the ground ball, is going to end up playing. If we get back close, you know, in the score there, I think it's going to play into it. But that last snap looked pretty good.
Yeah, you got to have a long drive here.
It's going to be an onside kick up in the air, and it's going to be caught. It looked like Dodd Simmons.
Yeah, Dodd Simmons thankfully was able to secure that, but he took a hit.
Yeah, he did. Looks like
2 Panthers ran right through him, but he was able to secure the ball. So really tough play there for Simmons.
Let's see. He makes the catch and does secure the ball. 43-yard line is where they're going to start. We're going to take a break as they tend to. Dodd Simmons will let you know on the other side on the injury. You're listening to IA Colonel Football 96.9 Super Talk, the Devil Talk.
He's like, shoe or sock fell off, and I thought that was the ball, and that's what I was following. Sorry.
I tell you, that's a difficult catch to make. Was he a 10th grader?
Mm-hmm.
I hear he's
Who
probably
won?
got the breath on that.
Yeah, probably so.
Who's coming off?
And we're back here, second quarter, 9:15 left, 21-0 Canton with Indianola Academy trying to drive to get a little bit of that score back. Dodd Simmons able to walk out under his own power, stepping up, making the catch, standing in front of 2 Panthers that were able to pretty much knock the breath out of him. He's off the field, he's doing okay, and now we're going to see what the Colonels can do on offense. It's going to be a sweep to the left, going to sweep it, pitch it back to Ty Killer.
Oh, big play.
Weave down the field. He's
Big
going to
play.
get down the field. Oh, know he's going to be dropped down. That's number 11. They're going to mark him out at the 28-yard line, I believe.
Exactly what the
Big.
Colonels needed. Exactly what the Colonels needed. Just a quick pitch out to Killebrew on the left, and he had one man to beat. It was number 11, Parker Brady there. He was able to hang on for dear life and get him out of bounds, but the Colonels marching now into Panther territory at the 28-yard line. So exactly what the Colonels needed. If you can score here, you can definitely get back in this ball game. A lot of football left to play here tonight.
Yeah, that 1-2 punch. Levi Williamson out there just blocking his tail off, getting down the field so we can have a big play. And we're inside the 30, 27-yard line, first down. See if we can get some of these points back and close the gap. As Patrick Davis going to go under center, hand off to Fitzmanning. He's going to go to the right side. He's going to look at 10, 5. Fitzmagic is in for 6. Colonels on the board, 8:56, 21-6. Fitzmanning with a big run on the right left-hand side.
Just a quick trap play, giving him the senior number 10. He was able to make a cut, break a tackle, and then the defensive backs, they weren't looking. They were looking at their man, and so he just basically has a wide open lane down the boulevard here at Legion Field to go across the goal line and score the first touchdown of the 2025 season for the Colonels. So what a response, Jay, here. What a response to come back and score in basically 2 plays in less than a minute. Just a heck of a drive and just resilience by these Colonels here tonight.
Yeah, Fitzmagic pulls a Houdini and finds his lane all the way to the end zone, and it's takes on the extra point, 21-7. I tell you, guys, the clock is creeping along. 9:15 was the last score. The next score happens at 8:56, so my math is right. 19 seconds. We've had 14 points scored. At this rate, I think it'll be 354 at the end of this. Colonel's getting, Patrick Davis. He got back on the field. He's still the general. The guys behind him made 2 big run plays, and now everybody on the same page.
Just a great response. Just a great response. Could have easily just kind of, pointed fingers, but they buckled down, they gritted their teeth, and made 2 great runs. Recommitted to the run. He came out throwing the ball. I think Coach Ness was like, we're just going to recommit to this run here, run into this left side.
Yeah.
Ty Killebrew had a great play, and then the kind of just a quick trap play to the fullback Fitzmanning, and it just huge plays. We are loving this. Back in this ball game, you can hear the speakers pumping. You can hear the crowd getting that energy, and who knows, man? Who knows? Nothing but a comeback is out there for us to get involved with.
Everybody loves a good comeback story. I tell you what, let's get it going today. I've been, by the way, speaking of 9 months, I've been holding on to that call for Fitzmanning for 9 months. Finally got it out. It feels good. Now it feels good.
That's why you were coughing so.
That's exactly right. I've been waiting to holler, Fitzmagic. But anyway, and the Colonel's going to line it up. Patrick, Mr. Do-It-All, is going to be kicking off the ball here from the 40. We're going to line up, see if we can get these Canton Academy Panthers to take a little cat nap and give us the ball back. Here we go. And Dave's going to check both sides of the line, and he's getting ready to approach the ball. And the kick is he's going to kick it with his left foot. A little bit of that's a pretty little swift kick. Going to go into the end zone, and they're going to start right there at the 25-yard line. So, yeah, that was a swift kick. We should have stopped a little bit short of the end.
Yeah, it was right down the middle, and you were hoping it would have a little spin on it to make it stop inside the 5, but rolled across into the end zone. So, a touchback for the Panthers here. 8:56 left to go in this first half, 21-7 Panthers.
Oh, man. You got to love the momentum that we're seeing here from the Colonels. And let's see if that reinvigoration is on the defense as well. And Fitzmanning is looking to make the call on the defensive side of the ball. Actually, that's Nicholas McCory. He's going to be stepping in as the center back, telling the defense what to look for, and dropping back and making a big, long throw. Ethan Hayes, he looked like he tried to make it behind the back catch. It don't work. You're not a Savannah banana. And so we're going to be 2nd and 10. You got to get the ball in front of you, not behind it.
Yeah, that's right. Pearson dropped back. Pearson Greer dropped back, and there was no safety. There was no help. Ethan Hayes, the sophomore, was on an island there with number 11, Parker Brady. And another great play by number 14 on defense, playing that defensive back position really well tonight.
Here's the story. Parker Brady. Big catch behind his back. Here we go.
Oh, man.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what's happened to me. And
Oh,
fumble is on the ground, and let's see what happened here. Did the Colonel pick it up? No, actually, it was picked up by a Panther. He runs along left field.
Yeah, I think Greer got it back. It was a bad snap. Greer got it back. Tykel Greer was able to get in the backfield, bring that. So third down and extra long here.
Yeah.
Really big play here.
This is huge right here. This is big for this Colonel defense, and I think the Panthers are looking a little bit like they're tired, and they're going to do it. They're going to call another timeout. I think the coaching staff is recognizing that their Panthers are.
Not sure if that was. I don't think that was. I think that was a referee.
Oh, referee call.
Yeah, referee called that to reset the ball correctly.
That's right, sure did. The Panthers still looking tired. I tell you, I think not playing the jamboree might have affected their conditioning a little bit. They're going to be two receivers to the right, empty set to the left, and we're going to look back. Oh, big tie!
Huge delayed blitz off the right side. Top Killebrew comes in there untouched and takes down the Panther quarterback. What a big play. It's going to be fourth down and about 30 now. And then what that does is that puts pressure on the punt now. If there's a bad snap on the punt, or the Colonels get back into the backfield with the punt, there's not a lot of room back there in the end zone. So huge play by the Colonel defense.
Prime time, PET, making the big stop right there. And this is where that snap back could come into play here. We talked about that could be a key to the game that we weren't aware of till we saw him play because we hadn't seen him on film. And the snap back is going to be actually in the air, and the punter is going to grab it and kick it down the field. Graham Howard's got it. Let's see what he can do. He's going to take his time, find a pick a hole, and he's going to look it up the middle. Takes a big hit, but goes down about the 29-yard line. So yeah, we're in business, my guy.
Yeah, we're on the 30 of the Panthers with 7:30 left to go in the half. Down 2 touchdowns, so really need to take advantage of what the defense gave us on that last drive there. So the Colonel's the Uncle Mo is in the house, and he has shifted to the Colonel's side. And really need another solid drive here. Recommitted to running the football here for the Colonels.
And you realize all of this emotion and stuff has happened, and still 2 minutes and not rolled off the clock. 7:30, 9:15 is when the score happened, and we're not even 7:15 yet, and we've had a sack and 2 scores. So 2 receivers to the left. Dave's going to go under center, going to send Ty Killebrew in motion from left to right, going to fake the handoff to him. Just rolls out to Levi Winston down the field. Oh, just overshot him. Patrick Davis stood big in the pocket, took a big hit, but made a beautiful throw. Levi unable to run under it. It was good coverage down the field.
Davis held that ball. Cooper South pressing down on him. He takes a big hit. He gave Levi Williamson a chance. It was just a little tad too far down the field. But that's when you want to take a shot. First down, you're on the Panther side of the field, so taking that shot makes sense. But now we need a good positive play here.
That's right. And guys are in the huddle. They're ready to call the play. Come to the line. Let's see if this is a play that gets us 6 on the board. Is offset high behind Patrick Davis. Going to be under center with 2 receivers to the left. Looks like the snap might have been on 2, and one of our linemen thought it was on 1. And it's going to be a little bit of a false draw on us. Yep. Drone drive is about 5 yards. So 2nd and 15 at the 35. 7:24.
Yeah, you just shoot yourself in the foot with these kind of penalties. That's the 7th penalty of the first half of the game. You tack on 2 turnovers. You're really hurting yourself here.
Yeah. Let's see if the Colonels can rebound and get a positive play going as Patrick Davis gets the play from Coach Nestor.
You really need to get a positive play so you can go for it if you need to on 4th down. You're on this side of the field. I think it's 4 down territory to wrap up this first half.
2 receivers left, 1 right. I formation behind Davis. Going to step up in the pocket, but 3 Panthers are there to pounce on him. They're going to bring him down to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, that was a loss of about 8 there, maybe more. 3 guys were just in the backfield on him before he could turn around, really. And so, thankfully, not another turnover for the Colonels. So brings up 3rd and 23 for the Colonels. So you start at the 30, now you're at the 41, and missing out on that first pass play really has stalled this drive out.
Yeah, 3rd and 23. You're looking to try to see maybe a little bit of a play to get some of that yardage back, if not all of it. Of course, you want all of it, but you don't want to have a play that gets you a couple yards because you're going to be in front formation. So let's see what they have here. It's shotgun formation, and he's going to roll out to his left, avoids pressure, throws it down the field. Levi Williamson and Ty Kilbury both there. Goes through Levi Williamson's hands and drops to the ground.
Yeah, just under duress the entire night when he drops back to pass. Just trying to make something happen. Sidestep to his left, Patrick Davis did. Tried to get it out to one of his receivers, but it fell incomplete. So 4th and 21. Gonna have to punt this. Hopefully pin the Panthers deep, and then let the defense have another good run at it.
Yeah, you know, Patrick's presence in the pocket has really grown from last year to this year. He looks like a veteran back there, like his brother years back. I believe he wants the state title. Let's see if Patrick can do that for us this year. Going to be back there to punt, a little bit of a high snap, but he's able to field it, bring it down, and kicks a little bit of a knuckleball down there. He's going to be fielded, dropped, but he fell on it as he dropped it.
Fell on it at the 5, which is good, but man, I thought he was about to muff that punt, and Levi Williamson was right there.
How does he do that?
Great punt by Patrick Davis. Patrick Davis, just a football player, playing all these spots, and a great punt and good coverage by the Colonels to get him down in the 5. Around the 5-yard line for their starting field position.
I believe the only answer for Levi Williamson being able to
Around the 5-yard line for their starting field position.
I believe the only answer for Levi Williamson being able to snap the ball and get down there is teleportation. So he needs to let us know what sort of algorithm he's figured out to get teleportation figured out, so we can make that something in our arsenal. Maybe we can teleport our linebackers into the backfield and get that quarterback down. I think this is going to be big right here, Guy Burke, because we're talking about inside the 10-yard line. If you get some negative plays and you get that punt again that could squabble back there as a ground ball, Colonels could pounce on it, get sick.
Yeah, this is dangerous territory for the Panthers. They really do have to execute.
Yeah, so they're going to go. Well, they're just going to run the quarterback to the left side. Big hit. It looked like opened a restaurant back there. It's 5 guys who were able to pounce on the quarterback and bring it down.
Yeah, Nicholas McCoy, Graham Howard, looked like Blaine Fleming got over there. So big hit on the quarterback for the Panthers there, and not much gain.
No, 2nd and 8. And I don't believe he got to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, 6 minutes left to go in this half. 21-7 Panthers.
14-point lead is, and they're going to call a timeout here, and it's going to be on the refs. The water timeouts. I forgot.
Yeah.
We do the water timeouts. Well, you know what? We'll take one break with them. I'll get a little bit of water on this sore throat. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to IA Girls Football 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta. Okay, that's better. I'm sorry. I know. I just had to get that big cough out.
You coughed on me.
Oh, I didn't. I coughed backwards. Why'd you walk into it? Obi-Wan Kenobi. You had the higher ground. Who had the higher ground?
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I'm
It's
not.
over, Anakin.
Anakin, that's right. Over Anakin.
You underestimate
Man,
my
this is when
power.
we need a bad snap and a fumble recovery for a touchdown. That's what we need right here. Dude, this is the longest game. Oh my goodness.
I tell you, he's not even my son. I'm feeling nostalgia for that 19 right there.
So it's 19.
I know. Is he gonna come? Maybe he can be one of the former players that we can talk to.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We'll see.
Really?
Oh, Evan Burke, EB.
You want one of these?
That's cool. Yeah, might as well.
All right, boys, make something happen here.
And we're back here, Legion Field. Canton Academy has the ball and the 14-point lead as we're under 6 minutes to go. 2nd and 8, but they're inside their own 10-yard line. So if the Colonels can hold strong here, at least get good field position out of it. Maybe even get a turnover, get 6 of those points back, possibly 7 with an extra point, and we'll close that gap. As Canton Academy is going to go empty set to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Rear once again in shotgun with running back to his right, going to shift him over to the left, going to call for the snap back, and he's going to roll to the left with that protection at the back in front of him. Whiz it down the field, a little sidearm action, gets it to the receiver down the 25-yard line, so moves the chains for Canton Academy. 5:30 to go, and big first down for him.
Yeah, it looked like number 11, Parker Brady, was in on that reception kick, got the ball right by Cooperwood there, Ryan Cooperwood, and was able to complete that pass and that rollout. So move the chains and get out of that danger zone for the Panthers here. Panthers lead 21-7, 5:25 left to go in this first half.
I shouldn't have said anything about Kenton in front of him. He did it that time. That's a good catch. That was a good running catch, too. Good little sidearm action. He's a sophomore quarterback, so we got the battle of 2 sophomore quarterbacks here as Canton quarterback Greer is going to cough the ball. Low snap on the ground, and Colonels are back there, but only able to bring him down, not get the turnover. But man, that snap almost.
That's got to be 5 of those snaps. Guy Robinson back there on that play to bring him down. It's just like it bounces right back. It's like he has a magnet in his hand or something, and he's just able to get that ball back really quickly on those bad snaps. So at some point, you think it's got to go the other way.
At some point, there's going to be, like, one of your keys to the game was turnovers. One turnover led to 7 points for them, and let's hope we can get those back here. As Greer again cough the ball, and he's going to do a little shovel pass to the slot receiver coming in motion, and he's going to get up the field about 3 yards, going to get the original line of scrimmage, and that's going to set 3rd and 2.
Yeah, a little pitch there. It looks, it's hard to see. Cash Johnson,
Cash money.
cutting it back up the middle, but Guy Robinson, number 51, there to hold his ground and take it down. So switching in some. You know, it's funny, they fake the play, then they look over, and then they readjust and reset.
Yeah, it's interesting. You know, the coaching staff will evaluate the defense, I guess, and say run the play or run the backup play. And it looks like they're going to snap back, and Carson Miller trying to bring some pressure. And it looks like big coverage by McCory, dropping back in coverage on number 2.
Yeah, Carson Miller got there and caused havoc. There were 3 Colonels in that area, so quarterback number 9, Pearson Greer, really got away with that one.
Sure did. And like I said, McCory looking good back there, dropping back into coverage. Not falling for the run, being able to get back there and help with the safeties back there defending the ball.
Yeah, so 4th down, and the Panthers are going to punt. So the Colonels have 3:47 to make something happen before going in at halftime.
See one of those roll snaps. And snap's going to be in the air, unfortunately, and a little bit of pressure is going to be.
Not a good punt.
It isn't. It's straight up in the air. And
good roll, though.
Graham just thought about it, but he's a let it bounce. It goes across the 50 to the 47-yard line. So 53 yards from pay dirt for the Colonels with 3:37 left to go. Let's see if they can get it, because they did get the ball to start the game, so the Panthers are going to get the ball after half.
Yeah, this is a huge drive, because if you can get points on the board here, you're right back in this ball game, and then you don't face them getting the ball back starting the second half. So, you know, often we talk about that middle 8. We're in that middle 8.
Yep.
So you need to put the drive together, get some points here, and then come out and get a stop in this middle 8 and really be in this ball game.
2 receivers to the short side of the field. Feel the sweep coming to the wide side. No, it's going to be up the middle. Fitz Manning, hands off to him, gets what he can. Actually, backwards roll gets him about 2 yards. So, I mean, that was actually a big play. He was caught in the backfield. They could get a couple yards positive play out of that.
Yeah, Cole Woods was right there just to basically put him in a headlock and down. And hitting pretty high there. So the middle part of the Panthers line is really getting in the backfield really quickly. I'm not quite sure how you combat that if you're the Colonels.
2 receivers to the right, 1 left. Davis in the shotgun, back to either side of him, going to throw it out to Graham Howard, and he's going to make a catch. He's going to make a man miss. Try to get the field, and does so. Big play. Graham Howard making a man miss, making 3 men miss. Gets the first down inside the 40, 37-yard line, under 3 minutes to go. Graham Howard, big play. He was stopped outside the first down. Got that on his own.
Great play by the senior to get those extra yards. And, you know, we had time to throw the ball. It was on the timing was on. It was a great route. And then he made play after the catch to move the chains. Just an excellent play.
That's right. And Graham Howard opened his head. He won the ball. Look at that. He gets the catch and he makes 3 or 4 men miss and get down the field again. Close to another first down, but he's down. Looks like he might be feeling a little bit of the pain there.
Yeah, quick toss out to him in the slot. He was it looked like he landed on the ball, or maybe not going in. I think he's going to be all right.
Yeah.
22. Cash Johnson's slow to get up for the Panthers there. They're slapping each other on the helmet, so it looks like everybody's going to be okay. But another quick throw, quick reception to the senior, and moving the chains for the Colonels. So this is the kind of drive that you were looking for when you got the ball back here. 2:34 left to go in the half. 21-7 Panthers.
Tell you what, Graham Howard was in not even to his position, and he started batting on his helmet like feed Graham. I think that's our mind creep back at Ole Miss. Let's just take that adage and say feed Graham Howard. Yeah, they would get the first down. He wanted that ball, and I guarantee you he's going to go back out there after he comes off for this one play. two receivers to the left. Davis going to go under center and that offset eye behind him, and nobody out to the wide side of the field. I always feel like there's a sweep coming that way. No, it's going to go to the short side of the field. Good blocking ahead of him. Green grass in front of Ty Killebrew down to the 15-yard line. Positive yardage. And looks like another cramp.
Yeah.
No cramps.
Cass Johnson again is down. A great run by Ty Killebrew. Pounding away on that left side. Colonels have found something on that left side. They keep pitching the ball out that way and getting good blocks. Fitzmanning gave a good block in the interior there. So the Colonels move the chains once again. 3 plays, 3 first downs for the Colonels as they try to get points on this board. 2:10 left to go in this first half.
Yeah, and it's going to be, it's a tale as old as time here in the Delta. Is cramps. Somebody gets some pickles, somebody gets some bananas, any other something that stops cramps, because that's what we have in the Delta. We fought them. I know that year where we were short-handed, we would have cramps all the time. And this heat, Cass Johnson.
You kind of hate this a little bit because you finally got a rhythm.
Yeah.
You finally got a rhythm in the passing game. You finally, bringing that balance with the run game. Now this injury is stalling all of that. So definitely don't want anybody to get injured. Want everybody to stay healthy. But when you look at the game perspective, it's maybe giving you a little bit of a break, but it could stall you out as well.
That's right. Another additive that my daughter just brought to my mind about cramps is mustard. Put mustard on that beef. Mustard on that cramp. And I think it's an interesting one, mustard. I guess it's acid. But look, Cass Johnson is coming off, but I think he's going to have to get hydrated. And that is kind of a big loss for them. We have called his name a lot tonight.
He's made a lot of big plays offensively and defensively, so definitely going to be a loss for them. If you're the Colonels, you're looking over there, who's replacing him? Who's the guy coming in that's been standing on the sidelines for the first half, and how can you target them, maybe?
I'm watching him come off the field on his heels, and that lets you know that man is hurting.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when Matt caught his first pair, he didn't know what was going on in junior high. He's like, what is happening here? It hurts. Those cramps hurt. You think cramps off? No.
It's really, it will affect you, so we'll see who can last tonight.
High formation, Patrick Davis under center, and the option play, and he does decide Fitzmanning gets the ball and gets up the field for about a 3-yard gain up to the 12-yard line. Going to set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, William Field and Colt Woods were in on that, but still positive play in moving the ball forward in the red zone for the Colonels. Down 21-7, under 2 minutes to go in this half as they come back quickly to the line.
Patrick's really good at running that option, and I never can tell he has the ball and gives it off. And he's going to hand the ball to Killebrew. He's just going to run right up the middle, just steamroll into the nitty-gritty, down to the 10-yard line. Set the 3rd and 5.
Colt Woods comes off his block. Big number 55, the junior. And someone else dealing with cramps.
That's 56.
Yeah, that's Sawyer Evans there for the Panthers. He's getting subbed out here. So let's see if the Colonels can take advantage of this right now with some new guys on the defense who've been standing over there, haven't been playing tonight as the clock still ticks.
Yeah, and here we are. Davis going to go under center, that offset eye behind him, 2 receivers to the left. Fitzmanning the closest back, and the pitch is going to be back to Killebrew. He's going to find some room on the left-hand side, and prime time looking for the end zone. He gets to the 1-yard line.
They called him out at the 1. I'm not sure about that. It looked like he stretched out and got out over there. Heck of an effort by Killebrew. 125, he got out of bounds, so 125 left. The Colonels are fighting back after being in the hole, 21-0. Got a touchdown earlier this quarter. Looking to get the second one here to go into halftime with some momentum.
125, if I've gotten the ball 12 yards and right at the end zone, I want it back, and he gets it back, and prime time in for 6. Cuts into the Panther lead, 21-13, and Ty Killebrew gets in, cuts into that Panther lead. Colonels on the board again, 21-13.
Yeah, just that quick snap, hand off to Ty Killebrew that goes over on the right side in that A gap and punches it across, gets that touchdown. And a heck of a play. He's had some plays on defense, and now a touchdown to go along with it. Great job by the key running back.
That's right. A lot of times you're like, quarterback sneak. And Ty said, no, feed me. I need to get this 6. He gets it, and we're still going to add the extra point on the board, and Howard's going to put the ball down. The hold is down. The kick is up, and it is good.
We got a ball game, Jay Gary. We got a ball game.
14, 120 left. We'll take take our last break of the second quarter. On the other side, we're going to get the last 120 in before halftime. You're listening to IU Colonel Football 96.9 Super Talk with Delta. Yeah!
Let's go. It's
Oh,
actually,
we got 25 people in here.
yeah, this is actually an interesting game. Maybe it's because I'm actually watching it.
Thank y'all for being on the live with us. And yeah, anybody can leave their comments. If it glitches, if it's shaky, if anything, or if it's great, let us know that too. That doesn't have to be negative. So yeah, thank y'all for being here.
I take compliments, not so much constructive criticism,
Yes.
but feel free.
Yeah, feel free to say, great job, okay? By the way, great job.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I try my best, I really do.
he's doing his best. I'm gonna try to work 6-7 in the broadcast.
Do not try and work 6-7 in the broadcast. Who is 6-7?
Back. 1 minute, 20 seconds left to halftime. 21-14 is the lead, but that's because the Colonels have cut into it. So they got some momentum on their side. Ball kickoff is going to be fielded at the 10-yard line. He's going to look for some runner room, come up the middle, going to cut it back to the right side, and he is fast, but Ryan Cooperwood is faster. And just him down at the 48-yard line. It's actually good field position for the Canton Academy. Yeah, down at the 48-yard line. It's actually good field position for the Canton Academy.
Yeah, great return there by Parker Brady. He started over to the left and made some cuts. One of the Colonels slipped down, and then he was able to get to the outside. A good job by Ryan Cooper. We're coming all the way over from the other side and knock him out of bounds as he got close to midfield. So really big play for the Panthers here. A minute left to go. I think they have 2 of their timeouts left, and we'll see how they use those with this 1:08 left to go as they try to score here before halftime.
There's the Howard brothers on the left-hand side, that twin tandem. Maybe they can get us a turnover here. Strain and Graham, both big additions in the last couple of years, seniors here. I'd love to have them here. And let's see what we got here. The ball is on the ground, and looks like it is Strain Howard. Like I called him out, him and Graham both in on the tackle. A little twin tackle action from the Howard brothers.
It just keeps bouncing back to the quarterback. I've never seen it. I've never seen it. All of these bad snaps, and they just keep bouncing back into the hands of the Panthers. So great job by the Colonels to surround him and wrap him up. You know, because sometimes broken plays can really become big plays. So good job by the defense to swarm. You got to think they would just kind of sit on this and run this out with the lead, but it looks like they're going to go for it.
30 seconds left, and that's got to be an offense. 28 seconds. Go. It looks like we're going to try to roll out the left-hand side. But
Yeah, they're going to try to get one more play, try to make something happen, but that was a false start, going to push them back. That's their 3rd penalty of the night.
You know, it kind of reminds you, maybe this is a Talladega Nights story. You know, you get behind and then slingshot, engaged, and we will get out in front. Here we go, 2 receivers to the left, one back to the left of Greer. He's going to cough his head over his head, and there he goes racing back to the 18-yard line. He's not going to follow him.
He's not going to follow him.
And
he doesn't throw it away.
It's a timeout, right? It's going to be 3rd and 100, please, in line. Could please sauce feel free. And man, that was a big play over his head, and he decided.
That's why I don't know why the coach there is not just kneeling it down. It's 28 seconds left. You just had a bad snap.
Yeah.
You're in the lead. Kneel that down and go to halftime with the lead. And now you never know what can happen here because it's on the 7-yard line, and the Colonels have an opportunity to make a defensive play here with 14 seconds left.
My goodness, that was unbelievable. Of course, it'd been better if Carson Middle scooped up and ran it in.
But once again, the ball comes right back to the quarterback. It's amazing how that ball just ends up in his hands no matter what.
Here's another thing: if you look at it,
and kudos to Pearson Greer. He's able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Kudos to him because if it hadn't been for him, the Colonels would probably have a couple turnovers tonight.
It's still a negative play, and it has a psychological effect.
It does.
And
it does.
I think that's a big
and so, and part of that with the snapper is, am I getting tired as this game goes on? Am I not doing the fundamentals for the snap and the snaps are becoming worse.
Yeah.
And then it gets in your head, like, am I going to mess up?
Yeah.
Like, you know, so all this can play in the Colonel's advantage moving forward. It's a long game. 21-14, 14 seconds left in the second quarter.
Yep. Under snap, over snap, put pressure jab. It's just tough. He's overcorrecting, throwing it over the head. It almost led to a Colonel touchdown. That'd been incredible. Looks like we're going to drive back in big time coverage as Ethan Hayes is going to camp out at the 25-yard line just to make sure that they don't get anything big. Greer's going to be in the shotgun with a run back to his right, and two receivers are going to hand off, and that's going to be, again, running back.
Yeah, it looks like 11, Parker Brady,
Yeah.
and running over to the left side there. Brings up fourth down. The Colonel's call a timeout again. So here with this punt, anything can happen on a punt return.
Bring in the house.
Bad snap is in his
Well, look, it's at the 10-yard line, so it's still not that much room when you're looking to punt. When you got your punter in the end zone, so you know, one bad snap here, and it could be paid there for the Colonels in a tie game.
You know,
But kudos to our guys.
Yeah.
It is really, really encouraging to see these guys persevere and stay the course when they were down 21-0. They could have been like, this isn't our night.
They had two directions they could have gone on that interception return for a touchdown. They could have laid down or stepped up. And they stepped up.
They stepped up and scored right back after that with 2 or 3 plays. And that was a really changing point in this first half, coming back and scoring so quickly after that pick 6.
That's right. And it looks like they are going to put Graham Howard back. They're going to send, hopefully, the house in to get
Yeah, thankfully it was just, you know, he came out hurt, so thankfully it was just kind of having the wind knocked out of him. Let's see what they do here.
Let's see, 8 seconds, see how long he can. Oh, it's a rollback, and he's able to field it, and it's a knuckleball. Howard's going to call the fair catch. 3 seconds to go. Great idea, Howard, by Graham. You know, he said, maybe I can run it back, but let's not take the chance. Let's throw it down the field.
There was that snap on the ground again, and they pick it up. It's unbelievable. It's like they practice it. I've never seen this many snaps that are this bad. And the Colonels just can't get a turnover off of it.
Well, the thing about it is long snapper, he's a great bowler. He's fantastic. He has to be a great bowler because he is able to roll that ball right where it needs to be. 2 seconds left to go. I know 21-0 or 21-14. I don't say nothing. 21-14. Colonel's looking to try to get something down the field. This is where you go back to that hooking, right? Remember when you bored and who pulled that off?
You know,
perfect pitch.
They did it in JV. They did it last year with Evan Burke pitching it back to Ty Killebrew. So you know, it's an ace up the sleeve. I know we've seen it before.
I'm looking at some speed on the field. Ethan Hayes just stepped out there. Cooper Wood, Levi, and yeah, we got some Graham Howard. All kinds of speed out there.
Carson Purvis coming in the game, number 12, checking in.
And let's get some young guys.
Here's the issue, though. We haven't had time to throw.
Yeah.
We've only had a handful of plays where we've had time to throw the ball.
Ooh,
so
look at this. Swinging gate kind of. Okay,
so
I have no idea.
I don't know what this is.
Five.
Patrick Davis.
5 guys to the left, 5 guys to the right, 4 guys to the right.
They're onside again?
No way. They're trying to kick a field goal. You can kick a field goal. If you fair catch it, you can kick a field goal from here, off the tee.
But they have to set up
We've
for
never
return. They have to set up for return.
So you can receive. If you fair catch it, you can kick a field goal from here, off the tee.
But they have to set up
We've
for
never
return. They have to set up for return.
So you can. We're seeing history here, maybe in high football. If it goes through,
just a few feet short.
That
It was
would be
on
tough.
line.
I forgot about that rule.
It was on line, and it fell about 2 yards short of the field goal post, and that'll finish the first half. What a crazy first half. If the second half is anything like this, if you're listening, drive down here
Absolutely.
and come to the game. All
I
right?
think they've left the gate, so you can probably get in for free. Plus, we've made thousands and thousands of dollars from the Tyler dancer. So
That was wild. What a great first half. Football is back, baby.
I tell you what, I'm loving it. We are glad to be back here in the booth. We're glad to have you guys in the booth with us. We're going to take they're going to call them back on the field, or are they? I don't know what they're going to do, but we're gonna sit here and watch and see what they do, because I mean he fair caught it or whatever, so it blew dead. So you do have 2 seconds back on the clock. The question is, where do you get the ball?
I guess you get it at the 25.
Probably so. Just like a touchback.
Yeah, I guess so. This is wild. This is great. What a way to start the season.
Yeah, maybe they could
You're down
do
21-0. Now it's 14. You try a field goal after a fair catch off of a bad point. Like,
Oh, that's for
oh
real.
my goodness.
I know it. That's unbelievable. Golly. We're on here. Thank you, me, Kate, for checking on us. She's been our camera person. She's gonna try to go get us a burger to throw down our billets for our time. 2 seconds left. Let's see what Panthers have here in their bag of tricks.
Still going in shotgun. This baffles me.
Yeah, you know what? They love to live on the edge. It's gonna be a good snap.
And he's going to throw it.
He is. Well, it's completion, so I guess it
Parker
passes
Brady
that.
catches the ball. Graham Howard gets rolled up on in the first half.
All right, well, hopefully he'll get up. We sure need that dog defense and offense and return and everything. And he does. He's going to live off the field a little bit, but he'll be back stronger than ever in the second half, as will Guy Burke and Jay Gary. Boy, I tell you what, some excitement here in the first half. We got to have some more excitement in the second half. We're going to have halftime first, which is a good break, time for us to catch our breath. We're going to talk about the game, maybe talk about things going on in life, what happened over the off season, and what to expect in the second half. Join us on the other side of this 2-minute break, and you're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.